Alright, so test, test. Okay, I'm guessing everybody can hear me. Okay, good. Alright, so as I said, today we're going to be talking about the New Era universe and all the new stuff we're getting. So first off, so recently, back in, I believe it was in November 2018, I decided to rebrand the New Era map and to take off transit from the name, and I renamed it the New Era universe, because now with all these new spin-offs steaming off from the original Net 7 or Net 6, should I say. Yeah, so it grew into a popular brand and everybody liked it, so I decided to make spin-offs off of it. I can't talk today. So anyways, here's the New Era City wiki. I basically updated whenever I add routes to it, but since New Era Transit 7 is going to go through a complete redesign, because it was my first map and it has all sorts of bugs and everything, so I have to rebuild it from scratch, but we'll get to that in a minute. So anyways, New Era. Well, I'm gonna give a little bit of history. So New Era Transit was originally a test map that I made, and then when my friends liked it because it was a short route, it was the M9 from Greystone to South Ferry. So then my friends were like, "This is a really good map." So I was like, "Okay, so why don't I continue designing it?" And it got to become the map that it is today. So we have all new routes. We have select bus services. We have local routes. We even have express routes. And yeah, we actually have the new express system, the Sim and Sim 3, Sim 4. But unfortunately, because since Net 7 was my first map, since Net 7 was my first map, it has all sorts of these bugs. I used objects from payware maps that I didn't know were payware at the time, and now there's this chrono issue, and unfortunately I can't seem to fix it. My friend can't seem to fix it, and it's causing problems for everybody that doesn't for some reason. So unfortunately that happened, but but I decided back in November that I was gonna redo the whole map and name it as NEU, the first edition remastered, which is basically Net 7 but remastered because it's gonna be completely rebuilt. And I'm going to go the same steps I did originally, but this time they're going to be like significant changes. I'm probably going to add the Lower Manhattan portion, you know, like Houston Street and everything like that, because, you know, in Net 7, it just jumps directly from First Street all the way, or Rector Street all the way down to South Ferry instead of going slowly. But, so yeah, I'm probably going to add that. I'm going to move... I'm probably not gonna include the bridge, the G. Scott Bridge, in the remastered version. I'm probably gonna have the the Staten Island Tunnel, or not Staten Island Tunnel, excuse me, the Battery Park Tunnel. I'm gonna have it go through the island, and so yeah, I'm probably gonna have it go through the island, and then it's gonna go over the Verrazano. But yeah, I don't know yet, but you know. We'll just see what happens because, you know, I'm still doing the planning phase. But Staten Island will be significantly more farther away, like how it is in real life. And the bridge, if I decide to include it, is going to be different as well. It's not going to be hovering the water because, you know, there's that. And so yeah, Staten Island's going to receive a big update to it. Manhattan's going to receive a big update to it. I'm probably not going to include Queens in it. Cause it's just, you know, the map is big. I originally wanted only to do Manhattan, but you know, everything sort of got off a track, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna split it up into 3 maps. I don't know, but I'll try, cause apparently there's a map out there that can handle that's close to all 5 boroughs of Manhattan in size, and all 5 boroughs of New York City in size. So as I said, I'll probably see. But anyways, so you know, we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be the same 3 boroughs as it is now, but you know. Oh yeah, and this picture, this would load. Yeah, here we go. So basically, the Q10 in Net 7.1 returned to Greystone. It didn't actually return. It's like short-term trips now to Greystone, because I thought that running them to Union Square was stupid. You know, you just terminate in traffic, then you have to do a big loop, and you have to cut in front of traffic or anything. So I just decided to make it go to Greystone, like how it did pre M9. But yeah. But in terms of new routes, we have the M4, which goes from West End Avenue, basically where 1st and 2nd Avenue intersect West End Avenue, so there's that. And it goes all the way up to 34th Street. It was originally supposed to go all the way up to 59th Street, but you know, since because of the issues with the Chronos, I wasn't able to get it that far. But what else is there? Well, the M8, the M8 in the new version is gonna be called it's gonna be under what's that? New York University brand, so it's not going to be well, technically it's a shared partnership, so but it's not going to be called M8 anymore, but you know. Then we have these 2 new routes, which is the M18 and the M19. These will significantly change in NEU the first edition remastered, because the M18 is basically like an express version of the M19, but since 14th Street is already as crowded with as many buses as it is, so there's that. And another thing is that when the L train shuts down, like actually in April 2019, which I hope to get the remastered edition out by then, the M19 has to be cut back, so the M18 can't run because they're 14th Street routes. I'm probably gonna launch some type of SBS service on 14th Street, so there's that. But you know, we're gonna get to that later. Then you have the M42. It's basically like a late night version of the M9 between whatchamacallit, between between both piers on each side of 42nd Street. So there's that. Then you got the Q10 routes, or then you got the Q10 routes. The Q32 is probably gonna stay the same as it is. I'm probably gonna like shift it to like 7th Avenue or something like that, but we'll see. The Q75 is definitely gonna make a comeback. I mean, all these routes are gonna make a comeback. The Q76 is gonna come back and everything like that. Staten Island, the 32 is gonna come back. The 40 is a new route. Basically, it operates from Oakwood Beach to Matrix Park on weekdays and Staten Island Mall on weekends. The 43 is the local variant of the 79, but the 43 is gonna be renumbered the S78. So there's that. And the reason why is because I want to make Staten Island like based on its numbering system in real life. So, and theoretically the 78 is a local version of the 79. So there's that. The short-term trips are probably going to stay the same, and I'm probably going to add a little bit more mileage between stops. So we'll see, you know, that. The 52 the 52 has since been rerouted onto Father Cap Boulevard, so now it's needed. And whenever I decided to do that extension over Alstom Boulevard is, you know, when we could do it. But so yeah, what else is there? The 53 is suspended, I think. Yeah, the 53 is suspended, but you know. The 74 is going to make a comeback. The 76, I don't think you guys have seen the 76 yet, but it's basically a loop service. It serves the city of Rye. I'll show you guys on a map later, but you know. Then you got the 79. The 79 is going to come back. The 79X isn't, since that's replaced by the like one of the new sim routes. Then you got the S83. It's a PM only limited. It's basically the limited version of the S43 and the S76. So there's that. Then you got the S93. There's that. And you know, and here are the express routes. I'm probably gonna add a significant. I'm probably gonna add more sim routes, and most of these are gonna change. So because the way how I set up Staten Island in the original Net 6 was stupid, but you know I was stupid back then because I didn't know how to make a map. But you know it's really hard to do all these sim routes, which you know because you know in real life the sim routes go via Brooklyn because you know there's no map, there's no bridge to go into you know Staten Island directly from Manhattan. So that's something else I want to change. But basically the Sim 4 is gonna change, the Sim 1 is gonna change. And like even so, I had to cut the Sim 1 back to 34th Street because you know it can't go up all the way up to 59th Street like I wanted it to because you know the chrono's just messing everything up and I hate it. So the Sim 3 is gonna change. The Sim yeah, as I said, everything here is gonna change. But basically, like the Sim 1, the same terminals are going to exist, but it's gonna be routed differently. So you know. Highland Boulevard is going to be changed. South Shore is going to be changed. So Highland Boulevard will basically become not the Verrazano Expressway. It's going to be you know. Anyways, South Shore is basically Highland Boulevard, and I'm going to take off Highland off of there because it's not good, and you know it's not a good name, but you know. And what else is there? I know the 4C is gonna change. The Sim 8 is gonna not really change that much since you know it's basically a Q91, but you know it's express, and actually it doesn't even serve 14th Street, so there's that. The Sim 11 was supposed to be a new route that was supposed to serve off peak, but you know as I said because of the chrono messing everything up, you know I had problems with that, so. Yeah, so basically, it's gonna have to change, and so yeah, we'll see, and let's see if anybody's watching. What about the Liberty Tunnel? What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Oh, good, 3 people are watching. Yay! Thought I was being lonely in here, but yeah, so there's that. Where did the wiki go? Oh yeah. So you know, as I said, NEU the first edition is gonna be like a complete overhaul of this map. It's not gonna feature simple streets as much as it does now. It's gonna feature like 6-lane streets. It's gonna feature more frequent select bus service. It's gonna you know feature all of those new features that are currently in Net 7, and so yeah, I don't want to discontinue Net 7, but unfortunately I have to because the chrono is like just messing everything up and it's annoying the hell out of me. Like especially I tried to do as much work as I could yesterday and the whole entire program just crashed and I lost everything. So hopefully with the new map I'll be hopefully for the new map I won't make the same mistake again. Chicago will still be a required object for it, a required DLC for it. Sorry, somebody just got killed on arrow. Oh no. Sorry. Yeah. So, as I said, so yeah, don't worry. Like, I'm not discontinuing Net 7. I'm just discontinuing the version. So basically, think of New Era the First Edition as a completely new Net 7. So yeah. But yeah, it'll be bigger. It'll be more easier to drive. It'll be more New York City like. As I said, the select bus service is going to get a complete overhaul. The express system is going to get a complete overhaul, and it's going to actually feel like New York. So there's that. So yeah, there's that. This page is probably going to change sooner or later, like to outline all the new routes. But as I said, I'm probably going to keep most likely 75% of them. Basically, the M4 would be some type of, I don't know, the M4 would be like a new limited service, or actually, yeah, it would be like a new limited service between South Ferry and 59th Street. So yeah, M6 isn't really going to change. The M8, as I said, is just going to be like the NYU shuttle. The M9, actually the M9, it's gonna start operating all times again to 42nd Street, because now in the new edition of the map, 12th Avenue is gonna open. So there's that. And the 14th Street buses, as I said, there's gonna be a new select bus service, and then there's gonna be the L shuttle in Brooklyn. So we'll get to that, and everything else here is gonna change except for these, but Alright, so there's that. So, alright. And also, for speaking of release dates, I decided to flip the release date, so it's now going to be, Eastchester is going to be released on Christmas, followed by the AN 460, and then followed by Net 7, the final version on in the very early New Year. So, yeah. So now let's talk about the new map, which is Eastchester County. It's a spin-off. It's a spin-off of Net 7. It was originally supposed to be a spin-off of Net the Bronx, but Net the Bronx isn't done yet. But it's going to feature like the same streets, so there's that. And it's basically based off of the Beeline system. As I said, it's called the Zipline system. So just let me, because I need to get more people in here. Why isn't Discord opening? There we go. I need to get a new mouse. This one's annoying me. Oops, that's not what I wanted to. Ah, stop it, Discord. Where's the? Oh yeah. I need to get a new mouse. Alright, so, yeah, as I said, so this is Eastchester County. It's basically, as I said, it's based off of Beeline, so now I'm going to go through, the fleet type, the routes, the service type, and remember, Eastchester County actually uses all of the, okay, Google, set volume to 50%. Sorry, that was annoying me. So, we're going to go through the fleet, we're going to go through the routes. So basically, the fleet is made up of, well, actually, before I do that, I want to give you guys a little bit of history over on Playland Kai Beach. And the link doesn't want to open, so screw it. Let's talk about that later. But alright, so going back to Eastchester. So basically, the routes that are going to be in here are not this. It's going to be the 13, the 13B, which is a variant of the 13 that operates via Benedict Avenue. And then, well, actually, hold on, if I could load up the map. Let's see. Hopefully it's still in here. I have to slam my mouse in order for it to respond to me. Yep, okay, now this does. What the heck is going on? There we go. Alright, where I need to edit. Where's the edit thing? There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, okay. I guess the roadmap is gonna be big enough that I can't even open it with Paint anymore. So we're gonna go with Paint.net. Ah, here we go. Alright, so here we go. Alright, oop, the map is upside down. I don't know why I did that. Now it's not facing the right way. Alright, here we go. Oh, what just happened? Okay, here we go. Alright, so the areas in Eastchester County are Gun Hill Road, which is right here. Oops. So this is basically Gun Hill Road. And the 60, 61, and 62 are extended here during rush hours to take people from the Gun Hill Road subway station. So it's only during rush hours. It's not a full-time thing. But so yeah, this is Gun Hill. This road right here is Webster Avenue. It's served by the BX41 and the BX41 SBS, which are going to be included in the Bronx, by the way, or NEU the Bronx, excuse me. So basically this is Webster Avenue. And then over here is Jerome, or Fordham, should I say. Right here is Fordham. And this is where the 60, the 61, and the 62 terminate off-peak. The 62 is an express service, so I believe only one trip or two trips only terminate here at Gun Hill. So, well, technically, yeah. So, yeah. Off-peak, everything else terminates here on Fordham. They're supposed to do a loop here. I didn't finish the loop yet, but, you know, they're going to do a loop here. Well, technically it's supposed to be a bus terminal here, but you guys get the idea. And welcome to whoever just joined the stream. Alright, so basically this corridor, it's called the Boston Road Corridor. It's served mainly by the 60, the 61, and the 62. 60 and 61 are local routes. The 62 is an express route, as I said. So it takes up all of this. This is Prevost Avenue. Basically like a big hub for the BX16 and the BX34. Well, technically this is called Eastchester, but you know, I like Prevost better. All right, and once we get here, this is called New Rochelle. Basically, New Rochelle is served by a lot of zipline routes. Excuse me. It's supposed to be served by a lot of zipline routes, but for now, there's only the 60, the 61, and the 62. Sooner or later, I'm gonna add the 7 in here. It's not gonna be the in version 1, but you know, I want to see how well the route takes off first, and so yeah, there's that. And all right, so this portion right here, it's served only by the 60. Well, not this is the highway, but over here, this portion is served only by the 61. This portion over here is served only by the 60, and then they rejoin here, and then they continue the same trip. During midday, and I believe during rush hours, there are 2 trips here that terminate at New Rochelle. There are special since the 60 and 61 trips are interlined with each other. Sometimes they will. Sometimes you'll be doing a 60 trip, like let's say you'll be doing this portion, and then once you get to here, you're gonna turn into a 61. And you're gonna go up here, like up to the 61's terminus. Sometimes if you're doing a 61, you're gonna go all the way up to here, and then you're gonna turn to a 60. So this portion here is called I forgot what I called this. What did I call this? I don't know. I forgot the neighborhood name, but I think it's where what is the name? Mamaroneck, that's what it is. So they're gonna so they operate to Mamaroneck, and then they turn into, you know, whichever route you know it is. So right here is Larchmont. Let me name it. Right here is Larchmont. And basically Mamaroneck and Larchmont are railroad station hubs. So, and this is where the 60 and the 61 split. So this is the 61 route. It goes all the way up to Port Chester. This is the 60 route, which goes all the way up to White Plains. So so basically the 61 just goes up here, and the 61 goes up here and then terminates at where is it? It terminates up here. So it turns here, does this loop over here, and then terminates right here. So this is the 61 terminus. I know it's a little bit confusing. I gotta work on my, what is going on? There we go. 61. So yeah, I know it's a little bit confusing, but that's the way how we did it in East Chester. So yeah. So anyways, next, so yeah, this is the 61 terminus, as I said, as basically it goes up, well, follow my mouse. It goes up here, makes a right, makes another right, and then, you know, does this, it goes all the way up here. This is Port Chester Railroad Station, by the way. And then it turns here, and then it terminates here. This is Wacker Street, and, you know, there's a little bus loop there. The 61 is almost 99% of the time 40-footers, and it doesn't operate on weekdays, but, you know, occasionally a 60-footer will show up if it's, like, as I said, a interline trip with a 60. So yeah, and so that's Route 61, excuse me, and over here this portion is called Route 60. So Route 60 does this. There's a little bit of loop-de-loops here, does this, and this right here is White Plains. Express serves it, which is going to be in here, by the way. So there's that, which is another cool thing. So and yeah, and the 62, the 62 serves basically as the express portion. So the 62 serves the same stops as Route 60 until, well, it serves the same stops as Route 61 until this stop right here, and then it goes on the Cross Westchester Expressway. I know it's not finished yet because I'm still doing it, but it's gonna go on the Cross Westchester Expressway, and it's going to connect to, where is it? Oh, it's gonna connect to, excuse me, here. Basically, it's gonna go up from here, and it's gonna connect over here. So yeah, and then the 62 serves this portion, and then it also ends at White Plains. The first 62 trip of the day towards White Plains turns into Route 27, which operates over here. If I could just find where I put it. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So basically, because this isn't an updated map, you know, it's not in here, but basically it goes up. And it serves basically Valhalla. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, no, that is right. Okay. So it basically serves Valhalla, which is somewhere around here. I can't see it right now, but or a little bit, probably somewhere around here. But yeah, it basically serves Valhalla, and it's the 27 is a limited stop route. So yeah, so there's that. So yeah, and what else is there? So yeah, that's basically the Boston Post routes. Those were the first routes in Eastchester County. And now we have Route 13. Oh, actually, I forgot to say another thing. Route 90 is a Route 90 is a seasonal express route. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the first version yet, but Route 90 is basically Route 62. As I said, it's gonna operate over here, but then it's gonna branch off into the Playland Rye area. And Playland is a franchise in New Era Universe. There's one in there's one in Brooklyn. No, I'm sorry, not, yeah, there's one in Brooklyn. It's called Playland Kai Beach, but you know that Playland is closed because it suffered damage during Hurricane Sandy. This one doesn't, even though it's hypothetically near the water. But you know, just politics Politics, I say. So yeah, there's that. So now let's move on to Route 13, which basically operates from Ossining, which is not in this map. Well, I don't know why. But basically, Ossining is somewhere up around here. Like, you can see the whole entire space up here. But Ossining is somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. But so basically, it starts from here. Well, some trips start from here. I think Cirrus here operates every hour or every 2 hours. I don't know. I haven't checked the frequency yet. But yeah, but that's Ossining. Only 13B trips operate here. The regular 13 ends here in Tarrytown. And why isn't this showing up correctly? There we go. So this is Tarrytown. The 1T also serves here, but then but it makes a left here. Makes a left here. It's a left here, and it goes down. But you know, I don't know if I'm gonna include the 1T in there yet, but I don't know. But Tarrytown is basically shared by the 1T and the 13. The 13B, as I said, serves Benedict Avenue, which is this. It connects here. I don't know why it doesn't show up, but anyways, it connects here, and then it comes down here, does this, and you know, serves. This is the railway station right here, and then it goes back up. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a little bit confusing when you guys operate it, but and then it's gonna go up to Ossining, which is around here. Yeah, but as I said, only 13B trips operate here. 13, as I said, just regularly ends at Tarrytown. The 13B, I believe, is every second trip of the day. I think during rush hours it's before every 13. Well, before every 13B, there's a 13 like directly, I believe, 10 minutes behind it. I don't know how that works, but I was doing it off the regular schedules. So yeah, and I've been streaming for 32 minutes. Oh god. All right. So yeah. This is Westchester Avenue. No, excuse me, Eastchester Avenue. It basically, you know, it's basically like the core route of Route 13. So, as I said, this is regular. This is 13B. This is the regular 13. And yeah, so and the 13, as I said, comes up to White Plains. It serves the White Plains Transit Center, which is right here. And then it serves, and then it goes off here. Where is it? And after it serves the White Plains Transit Center, it goes here, goes up, and it serves what Eastchester Avenue, which is here. Now, during rush hours, there is a special 13X that only operates from White Plains to Portchester. It's basically like a rail shuttle between White Plains train station and Portchester railroad station. It serves as a link between Harlem Line and New Haven Line. So the 13X doesn't make any stops along Westchester Avenue. So it basically like takes the highway, as you see here, which starts from here. So it takes the highway, it skips all of Westchester Avenue, because Westchester Avenue at times during rush hour can be like really congested. You could spend like at least 20 minutes here just on this portion alone. So, you know, it saves 20 minutes. And then, you know, it gets off the highway and it goes here. The 62, as I said, continues on the highway, which goes like this. So yeah. And so then you know, it comes back on the road. It's probably going to make the same local stops, I believe. I don't know if I want to have limited stops on here, but you know, we'll see in the future. So then it comes up here, and it makes a left. No, sorry, it continues straight, and then it goes up. It doesn't make a right here like it does on the 61. It turns right here, goes around, and then it serves Portchester Railway Station, which is right here. And then special trips, which operates a Playland year-round, they go down. As I said, I don't know why the map isn't showing it, but like even I'm getting confused. But so it goes down here, and then it serves Playland somewhere around here, which, as I said, I don't know why the map isn't showing. But yeah, so fleet-wise, let's load up OMSI. Just waiting for Amza to load, but that's not the I do not want the editor. I want to show off the fleet, which is not working. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Okay, let me fix this. There we go. Here we go. Alright. So let's launch this up. So fleet-wise, we have 30-foot RTSs, we have 40-foot, we have regular 40-foot RTSs, we have, I believe, 7 Suburban RTS, and I believe 22 XNet C40LFs, and we have, I believe, four D60LFs. Yeah, 4 D60LFs. One was involved in an accident, but you know, that's not my business. So yeah, here's White Plains. I don't know where the fuck I am. Oh, yes I do. Okay. Oh, what happened here? Oh yeah, so these are the new objects I made. They need a little bit of work. Oh, what bus is this? Oh, here we go. This is a. This is 603. It's operating on 13 towards Portchester. This is one of the older RTSs. And, yeah. Oh, it's I would like to follow him, but I don't want to, so. Alright, let's go back to White Plains. Markers, because you and I get lost in this shit. Here, there's White Plains. Alright, so here's White Plains. Let's wait for the 13. And am I in the right place? I say, okay. Oof, the next 13 is in 21 minutes. Oh dear. Let's. Actually, you know what? I want rush hour service, so let's set this at 7 o'clock. Here we go. Alright. So here we see the 13X, which is the Portchester Railroad Station Express, or Westchester Avenue Express, which comes in 14 minutes. So let's set this as 12. There we go. And oh dear, there's supposed to be another 13 here between. Because if you're going anywhere along Westchester Avenue during this time, you're gonna have to wait 34 minutes for the next bus, which is not good. Oh dear, that's a lot of people. Oh yeah, so this is the bus terminal. I still have to add pillars and a roof and everything, so you know, don't get weirded out. But there are going to be pillars and stuff in there. Wow, I'm just getting roasted on Discord. Holy shit. All right, but oh yeah, join our Discord. I'll put the link in the description below. But all right, so there should be 13X coming soon. Let's see if we spot it. Oh yeah, so this is where not 13. This is the this is the Route 60 terminal. So there's that. That's the Route 60 and 62 terminal. Over here, this platform over here is for loops, but I haven't added any loops yet. Why are you driving in the bus terminal? What? Excuse me, sir. Why are you driving here, sir? Anyways. This is the platform for loops. Basically, there's loop A, B, C, D, E, yada yada yada. Also, I'm getting 60 FPS on Object A. That's weird. Our 13X bus is late. That's not good. Okay, something's disappearing. I don't know what it is. Ma'am, are you okay? There's a guy, like, I'm not even gonna get into that. Alright, I don't see a 13X yet. Weird. Huh. I guess he's late, even though this says due. Uh, well, as I said, some 13 trips here terminate during like the off-peak hour. I believe it's only the trips between White Plains and Portchester run. So it's only like I think 2 trips a day. What you doing? I can't even speak English. Well, this driver is surprisingly late. Huh. Yeah, as I said, this bus terminal is gonna get lights and pillars. We're probably gonna do that today, but. Oh yeah, so I recently upgraded my computer, so now I can handle like a lot of shit. So yay! Shout out to Wizard Hoovy for that. Oh, I guess he's not coming. Oh, yep, 13X dropped off from the map. Oh, why did I just freeze? Oh, there he is. Ooh! And it's one of the new Excelsiors. Let's see. It is 305. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I should probably fix that, but, you know. This is cool. Oh yeah, so the 13X, because it's interlined with the 62, I think because the 62 isn't coded in yet, like it just spawned like that, but basically whatever 62 trip comes first, then does the 13X. So let's hitch a ride.
The subway was a mess today. Ugh.
Was that my voice that I just? Oh dear.
Hey.
I should probably change this to see a Portchester Express or something.
How's it going?
Technically, it's not an express, but
The subway was a mess today. Ugh.
yo, I swear to God, I'm hearing my voice. What the hell is that? Something about subways?
Hello. Hi.
Oh, that's weird.
Hello.
Yeah, these new Excelsiors are glitchy. But yeah, so this is a custom-made model. Well, this is a mod by model. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it doesn't have the door here. I feel like mini here. So yeah, let's take a trip. So right now, there's a mark here. So Tarrytown or Austining, that's where the 13 and 13B change. Why does this keep opening Discord? Alright, so right now we're just chilling. I don't know what's going on with the light system in there, but I think it's a glitch in the bus, but so yeah, this is a custom-made repaint by one of the members in the UTMS group, so shout out. I did some modifications to it so that it looks like, you know, like a new Excelsior. So, there are people spawning there for no reason. So yeah, why don't we take a ride on this, and hopefully we don't despawn, because, you know, the map's still fairly new, so, you know, anything could happen. Let me load this. Alright, so the next stop is Turn. What? Oh yeah, Turn. Basically, you're gonna have like some stops that say Turn. That's just because like I can't get the AI like to, let's say, switch from this lane to this lane. I learned that, so that's good. Oh, whoa, why is he stopping? What is he doing? Okay. I'm guessing there's an imaginary stop here that I have to fix. But sir, you are express. You're not supposed to make any stops, sir. Yeah. Well, let's hope. Well, I'm hoping that he actually makes a turn. Is it? What the fuck is he doing? Oh, and I just got into an accident. Yo, this is literally how bus drivers are pretty much, sir. I swear. Oh, okay, good. He is turning. Okay. So the next stop is Main Street in the Galleria Mall. You're supposed to see like I'm gonna add like a shit ton of AI here, like from the other routes. So we'll go on with that as we go. By the way, can we like get up to 12 viewers on this, please? Yeah, so I believe he's gonna stop now. There you go. But yeah, as I said, I'm probably gonna have like limited stops on this. I don't know if I want to yet. Well, actually, why don't you guys tell me? Should I have limited stops on the 13X or no?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, that lighting is. Oh, I think it is the blinker. So I have to change that stop chime. But yeah, this model looks awesome. Like I love it. Like especially in real life, like the bus is like brand new. Like it's just completely awesome. Also, yeah, I'm modified to have numbers in the back too. I swear, this is me at times when I'm driving a car, and he just got into an accident. Yeah, this is OMSI people. This is what happens. Oh wow.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Huh. So yeah, what I was talking about earlier, like yes, you see, there's a 13 and 29 minutes, and there's a 13B after it, which is at 30. Okay. 13B and 37 minutes too. I believe we're gonna get to the Westchester Avenue portion in a minute. So yeah, White Plains is like fairly I shouldn't say crowded. White Plains is mainly yeah, oh, and we are already 3 minutes late out here. So White Plains is basically, it's like Manhattan. Like it has the same crowding, but not crowding. Excuse me, crowding that Manhattan has. But you know, it's not really doesn't have that many buildings. Well, I mean, it does have buildings. It's basically like a mini Midtown Manhattan. So yeah, there are numerous services here that operate express. There's the 77, which operates up to Connecticut, someplace called Carmel. I haven't been on the 77 yet, but I plan to do it in the future. But so why is there a stop sign on there? But yeah, the 77 is the longest route in Beeline. It's like, I believe 13 miles. I believe it's 13 miles, but it uses one of the buses that you get on the BXM4C. Which, by the way, I do not like the BXM4C because it's insanely overpriced for no reason. Yeah. So here we are pulling on into Main Street and South Broadway. These bus shelters were conveniently lent to us by MTA, by NET, New York City Transit. So shout out to them for that. And he's not using his turn signals. Why? I have no idea. But yeah, so these are one-way streets, by the way. So oh, what just happened? I don't know what just happened, but I think we just glitched somewhere. That was weird. Well, we just skipped the express. Well, right now we are on the express. I swear, sometimes this OMSI AI does the most stupid shit, but I guess we're late, so we just jumped. But anyways, so this right here is Westchester. Why is everybody going so slow? Oh, weird. Yeah, as I said, this map still needs a lot of bug fixes in it. But anyways, people are supposed to be going much more faster. I don't know. Basically, this is Westchester Avenue. This is where the 13 serves it, and the 62. The 62 does not serve this portion until at the very end. So yeah. So these are basically where the loops stretch out into, like sort of the office parks and the executive parks and everything. So who keeps texting? there was a little drama in the family. Alright, so we're passing the first, but I swear to God, I'm just gonna take over this bus because he's driving so slow. Basically, we're the basically 13 Lexus needs more. So I think it's really took over from GAI. Okay, now see, if I had an RTS, this would be going faster. I'm gonna drive on the shoulder because I'm not time for slow up drivers. You can see like a part of the traffic up there. And yes, I know. Right now it's like there's like not like a lot of scenery, but the scenery on here should be pretty fast. There's no issues. Well, we actually should be seeing another 13 coming off the direction. Oh god, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's take balls on that. Wait, my collisions on? Oh, my collisions are on. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Move! Move! Okay, I was gonna drive in the bus around. Yeah, the speed limit on the highway should be like 60. I think I just forgot to set it. Yeah. I want to add like a HOV in honestly, but for some reason like I can't seem like to put the to set the direction in which it goes. So which I can't do that. But I'll probably like take out this grass and everything. I just can't have any buses like anything else to do that. Actually, yeah, I think we can do it. It's not flat, so. Oh, but I just missed the exit. Oh, it's time to take a shortcut. Oh, what just happened? Oh, oh my. Oh my. Well, I guess DR5 is out of service now. Oh, yep, the whole entire bus is just broken. Oh dear. But, guess I'm just gonna leave them here. But anyways. So yeah. Then it goes here, does a little bit of a loop-de-da. You have fled in an unfair... Shut up. Yeah, and then we go over here, and then we continue on our journey to Westchester Avenue. So, goes all the way over there. Yada, yada, yada. So yeah, that's, new area... That's the New Era universe, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.